Hello, everybody. My name is Sabine Becker, and I'm a professional speaker. Imagine this. Exactly 10 years ago, on May 17, 2012, my life changed dramatically. I was driving on a beautiful mountain road in northern New Mexico, and I still feel how warm and sunny that afternoon was. And I still can see the desert in the west, the Rocky Mountains in the east, and the big sky of New Mexico right above me. And then the unthinkable happened. The perfectly straight road suddenly started twisting and turning and gyrating. It was like I was trapped in some sort of nightmare. And the colors were changing too. It went from yellow to orange to even blood red. I still remember thinking, strange. And then everything turned black and I passed out while I was driving my car. I'm here today because of my passenger. He grabbed the wheel in the last second and we avoided crashing into the Rio Grande River. On May 17, 2012, I woke up in the neuro-intensive care unit, and the gravity of my situation was just stunning. I could not speak. I could not walk. I could not even sit up. And what followed was 1 year of rehabilitation. And every single day out of the 365 days, I reminded myself of my own acronym, PUSH. That stands for persevere until success happens. So why do I tell you this story? Because I felt inspired. The other day, somebody was asking me, what if you knew you only had 50 years to live? Would you live your life differently? At the time of my stroke, I was 50 years old. And just recently, I started asking myself, what if I would not have survived my stroke? What if I had crashed through the guardrail into the Rio Grande River? What legacy would I have left behind for my son and my 3 little grandchildren? A few months ago, I actually celebrated my 60th birthday, and I had an aha moment. You know, the pages of life, of a book of life, are turning towards the end, whether I fill these pages with something meaningful or not. That realization gave me the sense of urgency, and I almost felt like I grew wings and I flew into action. Because, without consistent and persistent action, without a guide that can serve you as your North Star, we will not experience transformation. So I decided to do something pretty radical. I wrote my own eulogy. Yes, you heard right. I wrote my own eulogy. Some of you may think, oh, Sabine, you know what? That's a little bit extreme for me. That's maybe a little bit macabre. I don't think so. Because what that does when you write your own eulogy, the eulogy will provide us with a vision for the rest of our life. It will help us to decide how to spend our time and what we still want to accomplish. It will remind us to remain connected to the people we love. we will realize the value of every minute we are alive and how important it is to fill our lives with purpose and service to others. Remember, every life has a beginning, middle, and end. None of us knows how many pages we still have left in our book of life. And therefore, I encourage you to ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what kind of a story do I still want to live? Number 2, what significant relationships did I engage in? What is the one thing I want to be remembered for? And the 3rd question is, what piece of wisdom do I want to pass along to those who come after me? I promise you, if you're writing your eulogy, and I hope you do, that eulogy will serve as your North Star. It will be your guide to becoming the person others will be reading about at your celebration of life. A person who leaves behind a rich legacy, wisdom, and inspiration to others. If you have liked the speech and if you find value in my channel, please subscribe in the button below. It would be awesome to hear about you in the comments, and also visit me at SabineBeckerSpeaks.com.